Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Guys, today we're going to be diving into what is going on here with EGLD. ELROND has been on an absolute tear, and we're going to be diving into the technical analysis to see what is perhaps on the horizon next. Guys, as we get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you are new, then make sure you subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Right, I'm going to try to keep this one brief. So if I do speak fast, then I'm afraid just dial it down, watch the video back at like 0.75 or something like that, and hopefully it'll be a little bit slower so you can digest it. But I want to try to get a lot of information across the line very quickly, so if you do need to slow it down, knock your socks off. Right, let's get into this then. So obviously we're here on the weekly chart, and we obviously want to talk about how low we were to start with. We've gained 4,000%, pretty much from our low areas here of October 2020 through to pretty much the highs that we had back in April of 2021. Now, obviously 4,000% is not an awful lot. We've seen much higher gains being made out of something like VeChain or Harmony, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, pretty much most other altcoins, right? But this being said, there is still a significant push to the upside to happen here for EGLD, and this is a particular project that me and Chris absolutely love. We think there's fantastic technology, fantastic tokenomics, and fantastic use cases around this particular application, and their exchange and their wallet and all of these things coming together really well. So overall, we are really happy to be invested in this project. We do think super long term, and right now we are looking at another 328% from where we are right now through to the end of the bull run. This would actually take us to about 14,000% overall for the entire run, from our low point down here through to where we anticipate the bull run kind of finishing for ELROND. So again, 320% doesn't sound like a lot, but actually it's quite a significant push from our current valuation through to where we are heading. We can see that we're overbought on the stochastic RSI, and again, this is something that can be sustained for quite some time. We can be up here for several months, as we have indicated previously with many of the other altcoins in the space. Let's jump down into our daily, because this is where things really get interesting and what is going on most recently, right? So when we actually take hold of our basically our candles here from our Fibonacci retracement tool, from the high area here, this is basically the high of our third wave, or what was basically our April high, down to the low of what was the fourth correction, so the low point after Bitcoin had its initial pullback, and then we can start to see a good recovery. Now, the Fibonacci from this high and this low does give us some pretty interesting price targets. Obviously, these come in at the first target that we have is $365, the second target is $558, the third target is $750, and then we top up about $870, okay? So again, that price target is the 320% from our current position. Okay, so get to 870, it's basically 328%. Okay, now let's get on to what's really key about where we are right now, and something that we're seeing happening with Harmony as a point of recording this video. Basically, the key areas on a Fibonacci retracement tool, the ones that really actually make a lot of difference in terms of being rather bullish or bearish, is the 618, the 702, the 786, okay? These are the three key areas that we always watch out for. This is where we put our yellow box areas on our charts. And what we look for here is basically getting a weekly close candle, ideally above our 786. A daily is good, it's a good bullish signal, and as long as we close up there on the weekly, we're absolutely fantastic to be a good bull signal, a big bull flag to take us to the next level. Okay, so what we have here is basically ELROND approaching and getting just above, well, actually just beforehand, we were actually rejected from the 618. We then pushed back up, got into our yellow box area, was rejected from the 702. Okay, we had two attempts at that 702. If I make this a little bit bigger, you can see what I mean. 1 and 2. Okay, so we're wicking up into here, but not doing too much. We then saw Bitcoin's pull back on the 7th, just a couple of days ago, and this gain basically saw ELROND lose some value. It saw it lose about 27%. Okay, not unusual for the space. A 27% move is very standard, and hopefully that doesn't make anyone uneasy, because that's ultimately what the crypto space is like. You see 30% swings, and you shouldn't really be thinking too much about it. They happen all the time, and they're very natural. Although this particular occasion, it was unnatural in its structure, but nonetheless, a pullback actually was very beneficial. It's beneficial to many altcoins, including ELROND here, because this pullback that we had actually just sped up the correction that was needed on the stochastic. So now we have a lot more room to grow back to the upside, and this is what we're taking advantage of so far. And we're looking to get this closed candle. We've just wicked above the 786. This is where the battle is happening. We want to get above here and get a closed candle. Okay, so we're looking for closed candles above $204.82. Okay, get the closed candle daily up there will be a really good start. Get the weekly closed candle up here above that $204, and we are going to be be really well positioned next week. So overall, we're actually battling this area really well. So looking at the correction coming down on the daily, loads of room to grow to the upside. So checking the volume here, you've got nice growth in volume. So again, the volumes are helping us. Now we're not looking for any kind of corrective action here on this daily. This looks actually pretty good. And we look at these highs, right? We're looking at the volumes of where they have been and where they were previously. So during the initial kind of hype scenario, the volumes were very, very significant, right? And we're looking for something similar to happen at a later stage in the bull run, right? So not right now, but the volumes can continue to grow and pull back as needed. Now, when we jump down into our hourly, this is where things are getting super interesting here for ELROND, because we are going to have a massive surge to the upside in at least my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research too. Draw up your own charts. I'm using TradingView. You can replicate all of this. But ultimately what I'm seeing here is a push above our 786, the slight pullback right now, and we're gone into the oversold situation here on the stochastic RSI. This now looks like a very big bullish signal to see us move up now. So we can see a swing up to the upside from this position here. And if I actually throw the volumes on here, we can see that basically during this correction, this 3-hour window, we've actually had a bit of a pullback. Even during the motion to the upside here, there was actually a less volume coming in. We're already slowing things down. We're already starting to correct our stochastic, getting us down into this oversold area. So this pullback here is very short-lived. We're about to see this come to a complete close. As we are now approaching 0.5 on that stochastic, we are going to start seeing this thing reverse right back to the upside. And we are going to be going after the previous high, or to be more specifically, the all-time high for the 𝗕𝗚𝗀 token and coin. So we are looking at a very, very bullish scenario right now for ELROND. Things are definitely looking like they're heating up. What we do want to do is basically push up in a nice, strong way, preferably kind of go above the all-time high, but we want a pullback. We do want to kind of test this area as a support line. So previously, this area here will be of interest to us, $217. So I will just mark this up with a horizontal ray, because what we'll look for here is basically a scenario where we push through it, back test on it, and then go up for the all-time high. This will then establish us a nice strong support for later if we do need it. So right now, everything on ELROND is looking very, very good. Technically speaking, the structure's working really well. We have a really good, well-positioned daily. We have a fantastic position hourly chart here on the smaller time frames. We're looking to take out the previous all-time high really soon. Really would want to hate to say, you know, time frames, but it does look like it's imminent. So we have to be very mindful that it could happen at almost any moment now. And ELROND is one of those projects that I think has super long-term value, you know, well past this bull run. So again, it's important that we do lock in profits on this journey to the upside once we kind of get to these key areas, come to the end of the bull run, and then obviously reinvest during that bear market, find all the opportunities to find the best opportunities to dollar cost average fantastic positions ahead of where we are going in 2025. Guys, I'm going to leave this video there. Hopefully you have found it useful and informative. If you have, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then do subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here. Guys, with this said, done, and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.